Man, it's time for some new Gunna. You already know why we're here, man. Gunna dropped his new album, Wunna. Gunna's always been really hit or miss. I loved Drip Season 2, and Drip Season 3. I wasn't a huge fan of Drip or Drown 2. Kind of like Drip or Drown. Loved Drip Harder with Lil Baby. If you ask me between Gunna and Lil Baby's always been my favorite. I like how Lil Baby's a little bit more raw and more real. Gunna's a bit more fun, a bit more wavy, a bit more vibey. Lil Baby gets a bit darker, and I'm a sucker for that dark shit. So I've been a fan of Gunna since Drip Season 2, so got a long history with him. Let's just get right into it. I've heard Skybox already. I didn't hear Wunna. I know Wunna is one of the singles that he put out for it. I did not hear that already. I've only heard Skybox. So let's get right into it. Argentina is the first song. I like the way this is starting already.
Weezy out of here.
Okay. A little faster pace than I was expecting the drums to be.
When she getting some, she take it to his known. We spend this shit for fun. It's a boomerang. Ease all around.
That's fire. Hell yeah.
We don't take like none of niggas who chasing that cloud for a buzz.
Yeah.
Cause they know we get the business done. We like some students, watch out for you niggas, and trust me, we gonna keep a grudge. Out the swamp. I just hope that you watching, go back and you watching somebody up there.
Okay, shit.
Got my check like Nike, my boss is Versace, and like my whole line.
And just like that, it's already over, man. 2 minutes and 29 seconds went by like that. That's gonna be most of this record. All these songs are like 2 minutes. This was 2 minutes 9 seconds. The other one's 2 minutes 9 seconds. We got 2 minutes 50. Longest song on here is 3:51. Passed up. So it's gonna be a quick one. It's gonna be a quick album. All right. Next song is called Gimmick.
This ain't no motherfucking gimmick. When I lose, this ain't no scrimmage. Got me my shoes and my fitted.
That snare is way out of place. I hate that snare. Alright, so with Gimmick, I would have liked it if it didn't have that snare. That snare, that toot kind of snare is really off-putting. It's really out of place. It's really fucking loud in the mix too. Normally when they have those offset snares or offset perk sounds, they put them really low in the mix to give it more of a bounce whenever you're really like listening to the drums. But for some reason they decided to put it loud as fuck. I don't like it. I don't like that snare. I thought Gunna was sliding, his flow was fire on that track, but maybe in my headphones it'll sound different. Right now I'm listening on my speakers, like almost monitors, so I'm hearing everything, and that snare's really throwing me off, so I'm gonna have to give that one a pass for now. MOTW, Money on the Way. Hey, that Nipsey shout out right there, hell yeah. Money on the Way was cool. In my opinion, it was a standard Gunna track. I fucked with it. Wasn't bad at all. It was nice and vibey, nice and chill. And if I had to say, I want a standard Gunna track, I'm gonna go to that one. Fiending. Or feigning? Fiending? Feigning? I don't fucking know, man. I don't know if I'm gonna like this one. The beat's like, the lead in the beat's like falling out of pitch every now and then. It falls down like a half step or something, and it falls out of pitch. Whatever the hi-hat sound that the producer used was really loud in the mix, and you could hear it like clicky. It was really clicky, crystal clear. That fucking, I hated it. The beat was not for me. Gunna was sliding on it, he did his thing, but I did not like the beat at all. It was too wonky and out of pitch, and the hi-hats were way too loud in the mix. Next song's Dollars on My Head with Young Thug. Now, I don't know how Gunna could fuck up a Young Thug feature, but right now he's 3 for 5 for the whole record, including Skybox. Just jump right into it, man. So this sounds good already. It sounds good already, bro.
I've been getting it since the toddler. I keep dollars on my head. Been a real one is my motto. Hit my problems, I ain't scared. I put powder on
That's
my
wavy.
what I see.
That voice. Oh my god, yes. Yes. Let's go, man. Come on, B. Give Young Thug some room to work on this beat, man. Y'all giving them all the soft parts. Come on. Yeah. Pick it up. What's that beat? What's that in the beat? On some Travis Scott shit with the fucking Mike Dean synths coming in. And then bringing the sub bass. I think Young Thug was the sleeper. Young Thug was the weakest part of the track, man. Which sucks. Like, I think Gunna should have gone second. I think Young Thug should have gone first, because the way the beat was structured, the first part of the beat was more hype than the middle of the beat. The second verse was like more low key. There was only one part where there was like drums in it that was actually like kind of bouncy. I think Gunna should have gone on that part and should have given Young Thug the part in the beginning that had more drums in it, so Young Thug could have shined a little bit more and given us a little bit more of his flow, because Young Thug has those signature crazy flows, the signature high-pitched voices, man. He wasn't able to do any of that on this beat. And I feel like if he would have gotten into that high-pitched voice and done one of those stutter flows, and one of them flows when he crams a bunch of words and a bunch of syllables in really quick, like one of those classic like 2016 Young Thug flows, man, I think that shit would have been fire. But great song, I loved it nonetheless. I just wish they would have executed on that beat a little bit better, and I wish those Mike Dean synths were in a little bit more, man. Those fucking, the sub basses and the synths, I wish them hoes stayed in the beat a little bit. Don't do this shit.
We shady baby, we don't do nothing. We tried on the block for a payday. I put this day right to his face, now he turning away. I can wake up, I pop me an 80. Hard as I pop in the 80s. Roll up a Scotty, I'm drinking the codeine whenever I swallow an Addy. Drugs in my body, I call up a Benny, tell her pull up to the 80.
Come on, Nessie.
Geek on codeine, ayy. I took 4 beans, ayy. I raw pink, ayy. No sleep, I'm geek, I'm high, no lie. You can get hit with 5. Said it, baby, I cough inside. I'm at your neck like a tie, yeah. I'm with the coupe out of lot, with my wrist in the pipe, man, we shipping them out, yeah. I pin that bitch on the spot, she can fuck on the gang, got a bitch and get out, bitch, I'm a pimp, not a tree. Cougars all white like a brick. I ride around with sticks. They want we pull up and blitz. Pat it, wet it, nigga, get it, yeah. I'm like a bill like a daddy, you nigga, but daddy can shut up a bit.
Addies was trash. That shit was trash. I don't ever want to listen to that again. That shit was so bad. Oh my god, the hook was annoying as fuck. It was just Addy, 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 Addy. Weak ass hook. Gunna's first 4 bars of the fucking verse were hey, 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 hey. And Netchie was trash. I don't know who Netchie is, but Netchie's not it. Not right now, at least. Maybe later on in his career he'll get a little bit better. Netchie, what he had right there, not it. He kind of sounded like He sounded like Doughboy a little bit. He kind of sounded like Doughboy, or like even 42 Doug, but like just there's nothing special about Netchi. Netchi did not provide anything special to the track. That shit was trash, man. We're at 4 for 7. Let's hop into Wunna. I haven't heard this song yet. I know this was a single, but let's hop right into it.
Run that back, turbo. Money, huddle, gotta, cuddle,
Oh,
ladder, orders, dollars, quarters, wrist, water, reach, water.
I can get behind this. Pick it up a little bit. Ooh, that part of the beat came in though. That lead in the back, that counter melody. Wish the 808s were higher in the mix. Ah, fuck. I got bored of it. I liked it at first. It was wavy at first. It was chill at first. He just never switched up his flow for the whole song. He kept the same monotone flow. Didn't do anything crazy. 808s were way too low. And that's the thing about a Gunna song is if you want it to be wavy and chill and there's something that's just going to ride, something you can just put on in the background and drive to, you gotta have those 808s way higher. Those 808s gotta be way higher. I'm excited for this one. Don't let me down, because sometimes Gunna and Lil Baby miss. Easy on the beat, that's what's up. Okay. He's using that flow, that signature Gunna flow. This the hook? Ooh. That's a weak hook.
You can hear the money in my voice. Ventador 2020, I ain't have a choice.
Yeah.
I got a US with a Lamborghini boys. I've been getting millions, I ain't tripping about awards. Yeah. Watching what I do, I got endorsed.
Yeah.
Dripping me and gonna walk the water. Nigga whack for it.
Come on, baby, pick it up.
Hopping on the plane, I'm laying in the morning. Niggas ain't gang, I let them join us. How you go from Section 8 to Ryan in the foreign? I'm only going like I'm touring. I just love a house game.
Okay.
I ain't missed a joint for the pound of yours.
Yeah.
Ain't on fire, ain't passing the torch. I was hood rich, now I passed on my force. Yeah. To watch it cause I'm in 2 different time zones. She like the way I fuck, I have my mind blown. She thought I had to let her hit her down.
Man, that sucks. I'm disappointed, man. I honestly thought they were gonna go in a little bit harder. Gonna give me something a little bit more from that. I didn't really like that shit, to be honest. It was alright. I don't know. It's gonna have to grow on me a little bit more. My biggest complaint is their flow, man. They both did the same flow through the whole song. The only thing Lil Baby did was Lil Baby started a little bit higher, and then at the end of his verse, he got a little bit lower in his voice and cut off his expressions a little bit. So Lil Baby, I think, definitely outshined Gunna for me. Gunna's hook was weak. That hook was terrible, man. No. That's not it. Rockstar Bikers in Chains, song number 10. 10. The fuck is in that beat? Is that supposed to be the hi-hat? That's supposed to be the hi-hat. Hell yeah. Can't see you, these lights steady flashing. Raise the bar for my niggas, now we live in legends. Look at how we live in lavish. Look at how we live in lavish. Boss, I like bikers in chains. That jacket and chains. Boss, I like bikers in chains. Oh, yeah. That vocal effect? Yeah. I bring the heat like the flame. Camping inside, but I ain't titty too trained. Shady baby born and raised. I've been putting on like way back in the day. The plastic only thing that changed. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah. I love that. I love that. That was so different. That was so unique. I loved how in the start of the beat, it kind of felt like like a fucking bomb was about to explode, or like, you know, like there was a fucking alarm going off or a siren going off or something. It felt so jarring when it first hit, and then by the time it got through, you were like you didn't know what to think when it first hit, but then you got to the end of the song and you're like, yeah, yeah, that's fire. That was hot right there. I wish they would have picked a different sound for the hi hat, because that hi hat sound, it was cool. It was cool as fuck that they did that. That they picked a sound that wasn't traditional for the hi hat. But I think they could have picked a better sound that wasn't traditional in the same vein. I love the idea. I love the creativity. I just little bit better execution. That would have been like 10 out of 10. That shit was good though. That shit was fire though. I like that. Next song is called Met Gala. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. This has really good potential. Don't fuck it up.
She sent me a text, on answer her call. She love when I blitz and shop in the mall. Relieving her stress, I beat on her walls. She skied on her chest, she kissing my balls. We speedy in the bed, don't stop for the law. She beats on my neck, I shine in the door. It's easy this look, don't want you to fall. Let me call up ball, came in the
Yes.
Look gloss on her lip, suck me like a hog. I'm bossing a pimp, I bought me a ship. I walk with a limp, a fin in my drawers. When she stop that shit, I put dig in her jaws.
That's what's up.
No win, lose a draw. Hitting no missing, no win, lose a draw. Came from flash rolling on that, on the south in the back. You get wet, then get shot in your car. Why here you think that I'm messing, relaxing and mention? No capping, cause we had it hard.
Yeah, man, that shit was fire. Met Gala was smooth as fuck, bro. Smooth as fuck. Like, I loved it, man. The beat was on point. The instrumentals were all crystal clear. You could hear everything in the beat, man. It shined really well. He came in his lower register. He took it up into the middle. He took it up to the higher register. Like, he was gonna use his whole voice on that song. He was sliding on that beat. Used different flows. The beat was crazy. Like, man, that's perfect. Every Gunna song needs to sound like this. This is when he takes his shit up a notch to the next level. This is what Gunna sounds like, man. That's what's up. That was fire. I love that. Not gonna play it in the car with my family because he's talking about licking on his balls and every fucking hook. Like, the whole song is basically about sex, but I don't listen to Gunna for his lyrics, man. I listen to Gunna for those beats and for his flow. The longest song at almost 4 minutes, 3:51, is called Nasty Girl on Camera. I'm expecting it to just be 2 songs that were like a minute 45 that he put together. Okay. Alright. That 808's hitting.
All over the world, running nasty girls. Pulling her curls, fucking me a nasty, let the difference on fleek. 100% opponents in my teeth. When I try that shit, they gonna put it on repeat. Better play somebody else, cause we gonna
Okay, the double time hi-hats.
Fucking on your wife because she like it when we creep. Digging in nobody, got her busting on the sheets. And she like it nasty, so I call her freak a leak. I'ma play my music while I struggle to
Call
the
her
beat.
freak a leak.
Fucking like a beast.
He said something about Missy, so I call her freak a leak.
I got his booty down on the knees. I heard you pay the dime, you just squeeze.
Alright, that's a new thing in the beat. Let's hear him move on. Let's get a beat switch.
I see that you got love for the free. I know why you in love with this free. Barely having time, I try to fuck her through the week.
Or not.
Never spending time and she ain't never thinking
That's
deep.
weird.
I hire freaking bitches, they don't gotta have degrees. I'm young and always know to keep it tricky in my sleeves. It started just too much, I had to tell a nigga freeze. I'm running millions up now, I can't never get no sleep. Your daughter let me fucking out, they had to pay a fee. She got a baby breaking and it didn't come from me.
Okay. What's gonna happen now?
You have reached a number that has been disconnected or is no longer in service. If you feel you have reached this recording in error, please check the number and try your call again.
It's hard.
Interesting.
I told her turn for the camera. She wanna suck it on camera. I let my shit hang like a banner. Come up on my head like bandanas. She wanna suck it on camera. These little boys don't want Anna. I talk to that hoe in the
Ooh.
Thick meat on the floor in the fountain. Had it caught to the top with no ladder. Got my millions, it don't even matter. So it with me for life and then nothing.
No.
You know we in my brother like Tommy. She take
Yeah, that's not it. That was not it. Nasty Girl was cool for a while. The interlude made no sense. It made no sense. And then the beat switch was like, I just didn't like it. I just didn't like it. I didn't like how high pitched it was. I didn't like how upbeat it was, especially for Gunna. I don't like upbeat Gunna. I think upbeat Gunna is, it works sometimes, but other times it's not the wave for Gunna. So I don't know. And on top of that song being 4 minutes long, of Gunna doing the same flow, talking about nasty girl she wanna fuck on camera, man. Like, I wasn't it. That was not it. Cooler Than a Bitch featuring Roddy Ricch. That rhymes. Shit better be fire, bro. Shit better be fire. Okay, I hear the bounce. Triplet.
Cool in a bitch. Everything twice my shooter in the bit. 10th grade bottle frame.
Yeah.
I sit feel like I'm cruising on the ship.
Oh yeah.
Put some ice on your wrist. I reached every go, had it writing on the list. I'm struggling on toe, I just biting on the lip. I fly across the globe, gonna call another hit. They watch me cause they know how slimy you can get. I'm running to the top, I'm bottom of the bitch. You can't run
Yes. Give me more of this.
Listen to my boss, nigga war. Ready? Chop nigga cool with a mud. Shed smoke gasoline out of 3 on it.
Oh my god, Roddy Ricch is gonna murder this beat. Roddy Ricch is gonna melt this shit, bro. Yes. Come on. Let's go. Yes. Yes.
Pull up to the Maybach in the driveway. Trap house had bitches counting hundreds on the room. Hey, got a lot of new shit. Eliante chain like the bottom of a ship. Got
Yes.
niggas in the feds getting lows when the shooters go wag. Some shit, big brother taught me how to sit at.
Yes.
She get cracking on the dick. Little shorty give me bread, I almost crashed. The whip get her. Send around with shoe size for this. I done came about 2 times, yeah. I got top on top the rooftop, yeah. Big culling and suicide, yeah.
That was it, man. That was it right there. That was it, bro. My favorite song on the whole project so far, man. That was it. That is what I want from not only Gunna, from a Gunna hook. Gunna's hook on that was crazy. He started low, right? For the first 8 bars or so, he started low. Then he took it up, and the beat changed with him. The beat got more elevated with him when he took his flow up to the upper register. And that hook, that's a Gunna hook, bro. He starts low, he took it up, he kept a bouncy ass flow. He didn't do something boring and monotone that stayed the same as the rest of the verse, bro. Gunna killed that shit. Gunna was on point. And then he set it up. Perfect alley-oop for Roddy Ricch to come in. When Roddy Ricch came in, that shit was so hard. When he came in right on top, that shit was so hard, man. That was fire. I loved that. Roddy Ricch killed it. Gunna killed it. The beat was crazy. Perfect alley-oop. They did that perfectly. That's exactly what I wanted. Favorite song on the record so far. Track 14, I'm on some.
It feel like I'm on something. Home back down to no one. Everybody rose coming. In February, in the misery and me shit legendary.
It's chill. It's just chill.
They try me on my shoe like I'm Larry. They be looking at me like a cash cow, trying to milk me and giving a no dare. Way out of time, got them running wild, driving back. She jump up on.
Track 15, Top Floor with Travis Scott. And before this starts, I'm gonna say, I'm Awesome was cool. It was wavy as fuck. The beat was hard. I just think Gunna was a little bit too tame on it. It was chill. It was wavy. Beat was hard. Maybe it could have used a feature. I'm listening to these beats, man, and I'm thinking Don Toliver on some of these beats, bro. Like on Met Gala or on I'm on Some, bro. Don Toliver would have been a great feature to have. And some of these beats are so sly, like they're so wavy. They're so wavy. It's so easy for somebody to slide on them. I think Gunna for 2.5 minutes on some of these beats just isn't the wave, man. I love Travis Scott, but his features sometimes are really weak. His features tend to be his worst thing, but sometimes he fucking delivers, man. So I'm really hoping he does on this shit. Loving those trumpets already.
Jump out of a wave right into a daze. It can break your life. You gotta think twice. Put it together, the color I like.
Okay.
Don't look better whenever enticed. Prodigal leather, whatever advice. I'm not too toxic.
Interesting.
We eat calamari. Get on these suckers, sorry, I'm not sorry. Put it in PJ, I'm flying tomorrow.
Verse is cool.
Only get Velo from bars. She came with me once, had a wonderful day.
Travis Scott's humming in the background. That's fire.
Before on a boat, I'm a pirate. Admit it, I know you admire it.
That's what it is. It's the 808. That's what's fucking me up.
Just like we do pieces, just run me my cheese. We don't wanna go grease you. Hotline, turn a pipeline to a lifeline.
Ooh, the beat's changing. What was that? I haven't heard that in the beat. Aw, damn, they're not gonna do anything with it. Come on, man. You tease. I loved it. I thought it was pretty cool. I had one problem with it, and it was the beat. The beat had the way the 808s came in, they were off time a little bit. It came in on some weird time, so you're not in your head, and the 808 would hit before, like, your head came down. The 808 would hit before it, and it was a little weird. It threw me off a little bit in the beginning, but I came around to it towards the end. I fuck with that song. Thought Travis Scott delivered. He didn't overshine, which is what I was scared of. I was scared Travis Scott was going to outshine Gunna, but Gunna delivered. I think Gunna rode that beat better than Travis did. 16, don't play around. Oh. Okay. On some Fetty Wap shit right here. Or like Hood Rich Pablo Juan. It was really nostalgic. It took me back to like 2014 to 2016. Made me think of like Fetty Wap. Made me think of like old school Young Thug. It was super vintage, super nostalgic, man. It felt like 2016. It wasn't crazy. I think it was a little bit too long. I think he could have trimmed it down a little bit. I don't know how. Maybe just utilize the beat a little differently. Do 24 bars instead of 32 for the verses. Or if he was doing 16, do like 12. We could have gotten a feature, man. I think like a PNB Rock, maybe anybody who was like more on that singing, hit making kind of wave would have been fire on this, or somebody else on the hook. I think if PNB Rock was singing that. If PNB Rock was singing "Don't play around, don't play around, don't play around," that shit would have been fire, man. I just wish he would have. Gunna should collaborate with more artists, man, because I feel like they make some great music that you wouldn't even think to like put two and two together. Track 17, Do Better. Okay. I like that. I was beneficial, I be cleaner than soap. I control
the business, I don't need a remote. Got some millions and I'm about to get
Ooh, the beat.
Gunna Wunna, I'm a killer with antidote.
The beat switched up right there a little bit.
I let the engine run, I need a bigger run. I be done set this shit on fire like a pie.
Yeah, I like this.
I got a bigger gun, I caught some signs on I call so long.
And he just lets the beat ride out for the last 20 seconds. That's smooth. I like that a lot. That one was chill as fuck. I think it could have used maybe a feature, somebody to ride another verse, or maybe somebody else on the hook. I don't know, man. I like that a lot. Far with Young Thug, last song in the project.
Running back turbo. I know these days we make it far.
Okay.
100 cars, we done found 100 rides. Went against the odds. Whole life is tripping hard. Not living large.
Interesting. He's kind of offbeat.
Whole lot of niggas died. In the prison throwing rocks. Trying to keep my guys. Cause smiling in my face with pain in it. They know who we are. We make it far.
Is that Young Thug? What the hell? Yes. That's what I want from Young Thug, man. And then he's gonna ad-lib this hook with Gunna. Yeah, getting Young Thug on that was definitely the smart idea. I think Young Thug saved that song for me. At first I was like thrown off because Gunna was off beat. I was kind of back and forth with it, and then Young Thug came in that hook and completely like snapped me out of my little phase. I was in my little haze. I was like zoned out a bit because I wasn't really feeling it at first, and then Young Thug just took it away and like to a whole nother level and made me love that hook at the end. Like, but by the time I heard that hook the third time, like the first time I wasn't feeling it. Second time was cool because he had the Young Thug ad libs. Third time I was sold. Thoughts on the whole album? Let's see. I loved 12 songs out of 18. That's my thing about these rappers, man. They're making their albums way too long now. Way too long. I think he could have cut Nasty Girl on Camera. That song, both of those songs were not the wave. Nasty Girl and On Camera were both bad. Could have cut both of them. Fiending and Addies with Netchie. I don't know who Netchie is. I'm guessing Netchie is somebody he signed to his label. I'm guessing he's a kid that from Atlanta, Netchie's, or that Gunna's trying to put on Netchie. I don't think that should have made it to the album. I think I didn't like that at all. I did not like Addies. I didn't like Fiending or Gimmick. The songs I loved were fire, man. Last 4 songs, Top Floor, Don't Play Around, Do Better, and Far were all great. Cooler Than a Bitch with Roddy Ricch, best song on the tape. Met Gala was wavy. Rockstar Bikers and Chains was interesting. It was original as fuck, super creative. Blindfold was decent with Lil Baby. Didn't like it too much. It was decent. I think, I'm surprised Skybox was the single because Skybox was weak compared to the other songs I liked. I got 12 joints to go home with and listen to, you know what I'm saying? I got 12 joints for the whip that I'm gonna play all the time. I'm sold on this. This shit was pretty good. I'm really surprised because I didn't like Drip or Drown 2 all that much. I thought Drip or Drown 2 was kind of boring, really repetitive. This one surprised me a lot. It's not repetitive at all. Obviously there are moments where you're listening to a typical Gunna song, but even still, I wasn't disappointed. I was not disappointed at all. Some of the features were lackluster, but I was expecting worse. Let's just put it that way. After Drip or Drown 2, I was expecting worse. So I'm really happy with this, man. That's my thoughts. Let me know in the comments what you think. Be sure to like and subscribe, share the video, man. You know the whole drill. You know the YouTube thing. I'm planning on doing more. I know we got a couple fire albums coming out. I'm really excited for that new Pop Smoke album. It's supposed to be coming out June 12th. I know we got some more on the way too, man. So I'll let y'all know what's up, man. Let me know what you want to see me react to down below in the comments too, man. It's my first reaction video. I'm a music producer from Houston, Texas, man. You can check out my shit. I'll leave some links down below in the description, man. But other than that, catch y'all later.